Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky and you can find me on the internet as Becky Knits. If this is the first time you are joining me, then thank you very much for clicking on my video, and if you are a returning viewer, then welcome back. This is my sewing podcast where I talk about all the things that I have been sewing over the past, well, it's been about 2 weeks since my last episode, so there's a little bit to talk about. I want to start, however, by just saying a big welcome and a big thank you to all of my new subscribers. My numbers have gone up the past 2 weeks, and it's been really exciting to see all the new people who are following my videos, which is really nice. Obviously I put these videos out because I want to share my sewing with you, and so it's really exciting when I see that there are people watching. So thank you very much for watching. I've had quite a good 2 weeks sewing wise. I have had plenty of time to play with my machine, my new sewing machine, and have really enjoyed getting to know my new machine. And also I've got lots of plans. I've been doing lots of thinking about things I would like to sew, and yeah, getting myself sort of set up mentally for the sewing that I would like to do in August. It is the 31st of July today. It is the last day of July. And so yeah, definitely looking forward to another 31 days of 30 days? Yeah, 31 days of sewing, and I'm excited to see what I end up with at the end of next month. So my plans, or the things that I have recently finished, let's talk about that, shall we? That's a good place to start. I started, so last episode I showed you my Gilbert top, my green linen Gilbert top with the tie front. I might have mentioned that I was wanting to make a dress. There's a dress hack. I'll leave a link to that below. I think I left it in my last video, but I'll leave it again down below because it's a really excellent sort of walkthrough of how to hack it for a really nice, really comfortable, relaxed fit dress. I'll pop a picture in here of my dress. It worked out really well, better than I thought it was going to work out. I was really pleased with it. I just made it out of an old bed sheet that I picked up from a local charity shop. I think it was about £3.50 and I just used like one side. It was double-sided. One side had the grey stripes on the white background, and then the other side was just plain grey. I used a little bit of grey in this dress, like just for the inside yoke of the shirt, but other than that I used the stripes and had a little bit of stripes left over, and so I have all of this grey still that I will do something with. I think I've got a plan for that, which I'll come to a little bit later. But yeah, Gilbert dress worked out really well, was really fun to make. Having made the shirt already, I kind of had an idea of what I was doing, and so it was a bit quicker to get through the shirt part of it, and then I was able to finish it up with the dress bit. Yeah, the hardest bit was that because I'd sort of cut it out quite roughly, it was only ever supposed to be like a tester, because I wanted to use some nicer fabrics or like dedicated fabric to make it like for real. This was supposed to be the tester, and so I cut the skirt pieces out quite roughly, and so when I came to hem it, the like lengths of the skirts were just so wildly out, so I had to chop away it felt like quite a lot of that to get it even, but I managed it, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I did do an Instagram post on it with a couple of things that I think I will change next time. Just little things like I guess they're just little errors that I made while I was sewing, where I sewed together the bottom of the button plackets. I sewed them a little bit too high, so when I join the skirt you can see the top line of like basting that I did, so I would just need to lower that or attach the skirt a bit higher. But I'm actually pretty pleased with where the skirt was attached, so I wouldn't really want to attach it much higher, so I just need to think about where I based next time. So there was that. I can't remember what else. I was tempted to maybe go down a size on the top, but I think I actually really like how relaxed a fit it gives. I think it's kind of within the acceptable amount of oversized before it starts to look like, at least on me, I don't know, some people can wear really oversized things and it looks great on them, but on me and on my body shape and things like that, if I go too far oversized, then it starts to look like I'm just wearing a sack. So I think for me it falls sort of perfectly in that oversized point. So I think I would be reluctant to do a smaller size. If I was going to do a smaller size, I would have to do another test before I used my good fabric. So yeah, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I will wear it. I have been wearing it. It's been so comfortable, particularly in some of the really hot weather that we've been having. It's been a really nice thing to have. So it will definitely be a part of my wardrobe, even though it was only supposed to be like a muslin, a toile. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing it. I need to finish some seams. I finished most of the seams. I just didn't finish like the side seams in the skirt and then where it joins the body, because it was supposed to just be a tester garment. But I think I am just going to go through and overlock it, just so I know that it's not going to fray. So yeah, but I was really pleased with that. That took me about a week, probably a little over a week to finish. But that is the big project that I've been working on since we last spoke. The other projects that I have worked on, I did 3 pairs of shorts, very quick. It was like 3 pairs of shorts in the space of like maybe 4 hours for my children. And basically what I did, I have this pair of shorts, which is the pair of shorts that are based off of another pair of shorts that my boys had. I basically just drew round the shorts and got like the general shape of and size of the shorts, and then I added like an elasticated waistband, and that is as complicated as it gets. Yeah, I enjoy making things for my children in this way. I have made myself a couple of pairs of leggings in this fashion, and it works, but I would like to keep practicing this skill of being able to sort of make clothes out of from using clothes that I already have as like a pattern, but it's definitely something that I still need to practice, and so I will continue practicing with items of clothing that I'm not worried about them being perfect, because yeah, there's definitely, with the 3 pairs that I made, there's definitely little errors here and there. So I only have 2 pairs of the shorts, but they show the fabrics that I made. So first I made, I've still got threads to cut, but first I made a pair for my youngest out of leftover linen from mine and my husband's green shirts. These ones are probably my favourite of the 3 pairs that I made. I just really love how they turned out, really love how the fabric looks as a pair of shorts. They're a bit on the smarter side, but yeah, they look really comfy on him, and yeah, I got the waistband pretty much perfect in terms of getting a nice gather and also with them fitting him nicely without being too tight. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I didn't finish any seams. The seams are dreadful, but he just needed shorts like desperately, and so I didn't have time to go through and do any like fancy finishing or anything like that. So when I've got my overlocker out to finish my dress, I'll probably run these through and very quickly finish them off. So I made those for my youngest, and then I made 2 pairs of these, which is leftovers from my Gilbert dress. So this is what the fabric looks like for the Gilbert dress. Close up, just a nice white with a grey stripe. And yeah, so I made a small pair for my son, my youngest son, and then I made a bigger pair for my older son. This one, the waistband is not quite, didn't put quite enough elastic in, so it's not quite tight enough. So they're a little bit loose on him, but then that's fine, they'll fit him next year. So that's fine. With this pair, that was the slightly larger pair, sorry, let me go back. For the small pair, I drew around this pair and added seam allowance of 5/8 of an inch. And then when I was doing this pair, I drew around the cut out pieces, including the seam allowance of 5/8, and added another 5/8 or so to these ones. So these are essentially just like 5/8 bigger all the way around, to make them like closer to his size. So I mean, realistically he would fit into the same shorts that my little one fits into because he's super skinny, but I thought for a bit of longevity I would make them slightly bigger. So yeah, so 3 pairs of shorts as well, which was quite a nice way to spend a morning. And the third project that I've worked on, I actually finished it first thing this morning. I started it a couple of nights ago and just really got into it, and it went much quicker than I was planning. I kind of started it thinking, oh, when I do my podcast on Sunday I can show them like the work in progress of it. But yeah, got really into it and just finished it in like 2 nights and a morning. So and that is my dino shirt for my eldest Aiden. I think I showed you the fabric, I think I showed you the fabric for this last episode. It is from So Scrumptious. It's finished. He really loves it. I think it's probably, of all of the shirts that I've made so far for the boys, it's probably my favourite. The new machine has helped massively. Things like, so on my old machine I was getting like the timing was off because I couldn't adjust the like pressure foot, and so if I was going through a really thick bit of fabric it was okay as long as I went slowly, but I'd have to like drag it through sometimes and it kind of just bunched stuff up. The stitches weren't nice and even, and so being able to adjust the pressure foot to allow for thicker fabric has really improved the quality of the finish. So those are the things I have been working on since the last time we spoke. In terms of things I'm working on right now, having just finished the dino shirt, I haven't really got anything else actively on the go as such. The green dress that we spoke of last time has seen no action, surprisingly. I've made it a priority for this month. I would like to get that done. I think it's going to be really nice for autumn, and so I think, yeah, I need to sort of get that going. So I'm kind of looking forward to that now that I've done the Gilbert dress. I'm looking forward to having another dress. And then also I have got a stack of like project bags that I cut out and never did anything with them. So I am gonna try and finish as many of those as I can. Yeah, and then just see how far I get through those. So those are my like priorities for next month. But I have a couple of other projects that I would like to get to, or like at least start to be thinking about. I was mentioning last week about wanting to do some black swim bottoms. Somebody left a comment and suggested a pattern, so I'm going to check that out. So thank you if it was you that suggested it. I will definitely check those out. I would like to do, I bought the Donovan skirt pattern from Helen's Closet, and I have got an idea to make a kind of Donovan skirt and Gilbert like two-piece twin set type thing. So I'm going to try a tester Donovan skirt just to sort of see how it looks on my body, and then I'm not using my good fabric without knowing whether or not I'm going to like the garment. So that is probably what I am going to use. The grey fabric from my the grey fabric from the duvet where I got the fabric for the Gilbert dress from. The back of that will be a tester Donovan skirt, I think. So I will do that and see if I like it. And then I would like to do a Mandy Boat tee or something like a Mandy Boat tee. I want a 3/4 or long sleeved jersey top that is like loose and a bit kind of boxy. Ideally I would like something with like a little bit of like a sort of collar, like turtleneck type thing. I know that Helen's Closet does do one very like that, so it might be another trip to the Helen's Closet pattern page to get one of those, or I think that the website that does the Mandy Boat tee, I think they also have another pattern that has the little collar. I don't know if it's a free pattern, can't remember, but I might check that one out as well, because I do like the Mandy Boat tee. I've made 3 or 4 of those and really like those, so yeah. That's another thing that I would like to think about for autumn. I've got a nice fabric, I'll get it and show you. So this fabric, the stripes are coming out a lot darker than they actually are. It's a much sort of lighter kind of pinky brown, and a cream like background. It's not white, it's definitely sort of on the cream side of things. So yeah, I think that's going to be a nice, I'm hoping it will look nice under the green dress. You see, I've got some of the green dress here. I haven't actually tried this, so I have no idea if it will look nice, because the green dress is like, it doesn't have any sleeves, so I would want to be able to wear something underneath it. I think that would look nice. Let's see, it's hard to tell in this light. Light's not good right now, but yeah, so I would like, ooh, pop that away. I would like to find a pattern to use this for. I've had this for over a year, quite over a year I think. It's from Blackbird Fibres, and yeah. So there's that. I got quite a lot of that actually. I think when I bought that I was planning on making a dress, but I now don't want a dress out of it, so I want a loose top instead. And then the other project that is on my radar at the moment is coats for my children. I bought fabric last year, some soft shell fabric last year, to make them coats and like rain trousers. Bought the fabric, never did anything else. I think I have a pattern from Waves and Wild that I have seen some people make in soft shell, and they've lined it with jersey. And so that's kind of my plan. So like, I don't know the names of styles, but you know, kind of the classic yellow waterproof with like the sort of flap patch pockets. That's what I want to make. And the fabrics I've got are like quite colourful, rainbows, things like that. So I would like to make them each one of those. Those are the things that I have got on my radar at the moment. Yeah, I have got my plan. I still intend to do a video on this. I have got my plan for the month here. And yeah, I really enjoy doing this. It's just a nice little sort of end of month, beginning of month kind of ritual to get me ready. I've got some goals on here, and they include finishing 2 sewing whips. So that would include, so I've picked the green dress and the project bags as my like sewing focus for the month of August. And so if I got the dress and the bags finished, then that would be more than my my 2 whips. But I also have a list of all of my other sewing whips, and so, you know, there's a chance that I could just finish one of those, occasionally sort of sit down and just like think, oh, I just want to make a little jumper or something like that. I have all of those things cut out and ready in my drawer. Yeah, I would kind of like to have this list empty by the new year so that I could go into 2023 with like a clean sewing table, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself for that, but I'm just kind of slowly working my way towards that. I would also like to finish 5 mending projects. So I've brought a couple over so I can show you the kind of things I've got in my mending cubby shelf. I have lots of pairs of jeans because I kept keeping jeans with the intention of mending them and then buying new jeans because the old jeans weren't mended, but didn't really know how to mend the jeans. So I've got lots of pairs of jeans for like practicing mending on. But recently did mend a pair of jeans and was really pleased with how they turned out. Sadly, the jeans didn't fit me anymore, so they went to my mum. But yeah, I now feel like I have the skills to mend some jeans. But those take me, well, the pair that I mended took me about 3 or 4 hours, because I did it by hand. And although I could do some of it on my machine now because, yeah. So maybe I could do some on my machine, but some of the mending I did by hand because I did some nice embroidery and things like that. So, but anyway, those are not the projects that I've got on my list or that I've got on my lap for this month. I have got a pair of pyjama bottoms of my son's, which have got a hole in the knee. It's going to be super easy to just sew those up, and then those are done. I kind of put them off because we moved out of long bottoms weather, and so they weren't a priority. Another thing I have also of my son's is a Batman t-shirt. We got this secondhand and it has a little hole in it, but he really likes wearing it, and I thought it just needed to be fixed. There's another one down here as well. I think I might try, I'm kind of like, do I want to get fancy and try and sew a little bat, do a little kind of embroidery bat on there? I don't know, we'll see. I might just sew it. And then I've got a like vest top where the strap has like come away from the body. So again, super easy fix. I've got another top with a hole. I'm thinking with this one I'm going to do like a sort of floral, might add some floral bits around the top. That's 4, isn't it? I've got 1 extra on here, but this one, oh, this has got a hole in the bum, I think. Yeah, little hole in the bum. There. So I'll just probably sew over, like embroider over this whole, like these 3 strawberries and this leaf, and make it a bit of a feature on the back. And then another thing that I do need to get to, this is a priority, is a pair of my husband's shorts, which have ripped. But those will be, again, super easy to fix, so just need to get on and do it. But that's it for now, and then I think I'm also actually adding another thing to this list, although it's not sewing mending, it's just one of my husband's pairs of shorts he's had for ages, but they're a really great pair of shorts, and they've faded, so we just need to get a dye-on pod and re-dye those. So I will show you, I'll take pictures and do a before and after on that to show you how they turned out. But yeah, that is it, I think. I think that is everything I have to talk to you about this week, and I don't have any questions to ask you. What is your favourite method for mending jeans? Do you bother mending jeans? I feel like I'm so on the fence about it, because if I don't mend my jeans, then I feel like I go through so many pairs. And yeah, but I've just never, when I've mended them in the past, I've never found a method that gives me like longevity that marries up to how long it took me to mend them. You know, I've done just like sew over and over and over, and they last like a couple of extra weeks because I've not done anything to like strengthen the fabric around it or anything like that, and so you expect that that's not going to last you very long. But I have also like patched, and sometimes that hasn't like really worked out. I don't know. Do you mend jeans, and how do you mend them? Let me know down below. That is everything I have to talk about this week. Like I say, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you are new here and you would like to, then please do subscribe, and then you can find out easily when I post another video. I have got plans to do a video about how I do my planning for my month, and I might do a little video. I had an idea for another video and I can't remember what it was. We'll see. But yeah, that's great. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.